So what does anyone remember the last time you guys were in Richye?
Before the dragons.
Yeah, before the Easter session.
Well, we were.
We took the Stein back to Richye Salts.
Right.
We helped the person cheated cards. We were good at that. We met Richye Salts. He got really high and thought he could outsneak the halfling. The halfling outsnuck him, even though they were out sneaking. That was confusing. We walked out of the tavern and we got attacked.
Go get it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where it ended.
Yeah.
There you go. You're smart about that.
And oh, keeps getting
I'm not bonking your head, do you?
in and out of
So then you guys did the dragon eggs thing for the Jao'Arr session. And
Okay. You dropped it.
Ode broke her sword.
Yep.
And on the way back up, frostbite.
Yep.
Nope. You dropped it.
Oh, that's right.
Did you heal everybody back up then?
You dropped it.
Well,
Thank you much. I need you to talk to Blackbird about what he's doing.
Pick it up. And you can come back up here.
so about a week passes while you guys are healing up. And Ode is recovering from her frostbite.
Nope.
What's your name?
Fitzcadizolitz.
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 Fitzcadizolitz?
Yes.
Is Fitz your first name, or is Fitzcadizolitz your whole first name?
It's all my name. Only name I have. Fitzcadizolitz. 536.
The 536th. Is that
Fitzcadizolitz.
your last name?
Sure.
Like middle name is the
I don't know.
536th is your last name?
Maybe. Depends.
Like if you were to have to,
I'm
if
mostly
you were to
just,
have to
like,
answer the question,
scribbling
what is
all
your
this
first
close.
and middle and last name? Fitzcadizolitz.
Well,
the-
usually they ask you for it, and let me know, and it's just like write it out, and it takes the entire space to write it out. It was maybe to figure out what to do with it.
Can I call her Fizzy Giblets?
Give it.
So, you know that it has now been 2 weeks since Richye Salts was able to co-opt the help of these adventurers. They left for a few days, doing God knows whatever adventurers do, and they returned. You've heard that one of their number is badly injured, and they apparently need to prepare in other ways as well before this thing. But it's the dead of winter right now. Richie's just wanting to make sure everyone's ready. He goes out once in a while and prepares a riverboat that's sitting there sort of stuck in the river due to the fact that it's ice over. He's getting himself prepared for it so that when it thaws, when everything thaws, he'll be able to get everyone out there and sail everyone up toward the coast. So if you want to go speak with the adventurers during this time frame, you have another week during which apparently one of the adventurers is recuperating.
Does he sleep? Is he ever like not paying attention?
I'm still out of my environment when I'm listening.
He's sort of like,
But I asked for a bed, so I'm lying in bed. So my physical
Okay,
is
Yeah.
straight up.
so I think he's sleeping.
Mhm.
I think he needs to be bedazzled.
oh,
He needs to be prettified. It needs to happen.
okay.
And so we're gonna try
But-
bedazzle it with
Yeah.
I don't know,
There's more.
bits of shiny running around.
Okay, so having heard that one member of this adventuring group is not just a person, but is indeed an object, which objects are meant to be tinkered with, it is just the way of things. You sneak your way to the Adventurer's Manor, which is in the northwestern edge of town. There are a great number of guards around here.
She's like Bigfoot. I just see stuff shake.
There are a great number of guards around here, many of which seem rather well trained and well armed. What's up, Red?
I need help. I need help.
Why don't you just try playing, dude?
Get that one now.
James.
What's the matter, dude?
Yeah, I know. Pick up your controller and try. Ask your sister for help. She can do it.
Right.
Hey, Sissy.
Right.
How about you stop playing for a second and show him how to play?
All of a sudden it happens, can't prove it. I need to
Put your controller down and show him how to do it.
Can I use it on this now? Great.
Okay. So, you sneak toward the house, the manor. Around the manor is a large fence, a lot of which is covered in like bushes and shrubs and whatnot. the front of which has 2 large, heavy guards outside with full plate and halberds standing there. I mean, this place looks like a small castle of some sort. So, I mean, they're adventurers, so it's their thing.
And they need a
Do
maid.
it all in the thing.
They need a maid?
They need a maid.
I
Okay,
think we have a couple.
that's legit. So you, noticing that the front of this place is relatively well guarded, and knowing that by that logic, the back of it may not be well guarded, you head around the back.
Wait, is she a gnome?
She is.
Alright.
I'm actually a halfling.
Oh, she's a half. Fitzcadizzlets?
Yes.
Sounds like a name.
I thought bedazzling the coat.
That one? Yeah, sit.
Oh.
Sit down over the help you.
Yeah,
You look at her and ask with your eyes.
raised more by.
No,
No.
peanut butter.
So, heading around to the back, can you make a perception roll?
Hey, you can put them all on the floor. You're gonna go pick them all up. Look, look here. Maybe.
Okay, hold on.
Look.
So for the sorry. Times
Thank you.
17?
Yeah.
All right. So, searching around for a little bit, roll me an investigation check as well.
18 plus.
Look how it seems to me.
18 plus 8 plus 3.
What was that? 18, 8, and 3?
Yeah.
26, 29?
Let's calm down.
29. Okay. So,
One.
as you are indeed, possibly unbeknownst to you, the master of all things discovery related, you search the back of their house and find, luckily, that at least one person who is in the employ of these adventurers does indeed like to sneak out at night. And, because of that, whoever this person is has made a small hole in the shrubbery in the fence in the back. So, it's getting to be nighttime at this point. It's fairly dark. You know this would be a good time to sneak in. So, please make me a stealth check.
11 plus 19 plus 24.
Okay. Did you say 11 plus 19? Because 11 plus 19 is 30.
Oh, 11 plus, and then I didn't say, and then I added
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
11
it's
plus
19.
8. Okay. 24. Alright, so sneaking through this thing, you realize, okay, you've got a. Oh, wait, you know what? I wonder what the.
Yeah, one more.
Can you bring up the calendar?
You threw everything out of your environment.
Okay, so, assuming. Now, with that today, what was that from?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, so
I did
then,
not include the Dragons week that we had, and then another week that we
Okay,
had.
so a week passed, and we got to the next week, and then 2 days passed. Okay, so you're right there where your mouse is, should be the time you guys got back, and then a week from there, so straight down. That's about when it is right now. So can you tell me what the moons are?
Wax, 1 quarter wane, and a wax gibbous.
Okay, so one of the moons, which you know as Crichton, because that's what everyone calls it, is relatively large in the sky, and so there is a decent amount of light here. And that's sort of how it is most of the time in this world. There's usually light because there's 2 moons. The time when there's an actual moon on both is extraordinarily rare, but it can happen. So sneaking around, you notice, okay, you got some light here. You can see what's going on. You got decent night sight kind of stuff. There are a few guards that are wandering around the back edge of this place, but significantly less than you saw in the front because people don't come around the back. So that's fine. Now, Harold, do you keep the like a candle on at night, or do you have dark vision, or do you
I
care?
don't have dark vision, but
You don't care about the light.
not really. I was okay. Whatever's there.
Okay. So as you're walking back there, you look at the top of the back, or the back of this manor basically, and at the top floor there, the second floor, you see 2 rooms that have lights on at this point, and then 4 rooms that don't. You're assuming that there's more rooms around the front, and you know there's a whole bunch of rooms at the bottom, as is the standard for manors. You notice, having walked into the back here, there are, along this back lawn of this place, like dozens of holes, each one about the size of a person, able to fit through it. It's crazy. And then off to the side, there's like a big shed kind of thing that's all boarded up. You don't know what's going on there, but it's there. It's a thing.
There's also a stable.
The stable's around front.
Oh.
The stable's around front. The shed is in the back. And the holes are
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't take. Well, that's fine.
I'm gonna avoid the holes.
That's a good idea.
Because things like that and things like to eat me. I remember when we
It's true. It's legit. It's legit. So, coming up to the back here, you do notice there is a back door. There are also trellises going up at the top, covered in vines. I don't know what you want to do there.
vines are climbable.
Yes, true.
Would that be
Where'd your ball go?
That would be an athletics check. Or acrobatics. It's up to you.
acrobatics?
It's up to you.
So,
I do choose
Right.
surprising.
Yes.
Oh,
Is she noticing the possible, like, not quite zombie-ish, but sort of shuffly people, like, chilling around?
Would they be out? I guess they probably would.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, they can be on the yard and stuff. We'd make sure none of them, or I'd make sure none of them look like bloody and easy still. Because
Yeah.
they'd be far enough in the process where they didn't look scary. But it would definitely be something that would be a little bit like, you know, somebody kind of shuffled past with like a pot of geraniums and you're just like, what?
Do you have any nature skill or survival skill?
no.
Give me insight. Uh-oh, baby.
I have insight.
Where's baby? Who's this baby?
I sent her that way with the ball.
Oh no. Go. She's actually eating it? Yeah. Wow. Cool. Was it good?
Sure.
Okay, so you have insight?
Yeah.
Roll me an insight check.
By the way, it was a 13 for the acrobatics.
Okay.
14 plus 8. 21 plus 22.
22 for your insight. So as you leap up onto this trellis thing, you stop and notice it's like creaking and like, okay, hang on, whoa.
Sit back down.
Looking off around to the side of you and everything, you notice there's a man who's walking around looking a little confused. He's sort of staring at the ground, which is not all that odd, but it's nighttime. Like, why isn't Steve inside sleeping? He reaches down and he picks up something, and you can see it real quick, and you see it's a mushroom. Your insight tells you this is indeed a poisonous mushroom. This is a quite poisonous mushroom, and usually people just let them grow on the edges of their property because it deters people like you who'll be walking through and might accidentally step on some or get some on their hands, and then terrible things can happen. This dude takes the mushroom and pops it in his mouth and just eats it. What do you do? You can climb the trellis more, or jump down and try to help the man, or ignore him.
No, I can always come back another day and try my, things. And I mean, I was just here for a nighttime interview. Maybe. So sure, we can go and try and help.
Okay, so you leap down off the trellis, and do you stealthily run over to him, or do you just like throw caution to the wind?
How poisonous are the mushrooms?
Rather poisonous, deadly poison.
Probably just run.
That's all over there.
Okay, so you hop down and run over toward the man, and he's sitting there, sort of looking around, looking at the bushes. He reaches over and messes with some leaves real quick. You run over to him, and
try to take it from his mouth. It's mine.
you leap up on him and reach into his mouth.
Tickle!
Okay,
No, I tickle.
you tickle him.
I tickle him.
Okay. He freaks out, ah! Laughs a little bit, and then realizes somebody is indeed tickling him, and starts to swirl around and try to like knock you
Tickling
off.
my zombies?
He's gonna attempt to knock you off of his back.
Alright.
So we'll do a grapple check.
Okay.
Tickling the guy.
I would like to.
Zombies into that.
I don't even know what that would be.
Well, he's rather surprised.
Well,
She
yeah.
simply ran up to him, leapt on him, and started tickling him like a crazy person.
Plus either your dexterity or your strength. And use
Oh wait. So 20.
20. So I rolled a 20.
Alright.
And this dude has at least some strength or dex. So he's able to thrash around real quick. As he's thrashing one way, he grabs your arm and throws him off of his back to the ground. Throws you off his back to the ground.
Okay.
And says, "What are you doing?
Tickling you!
Why?"
Because that mushroom is not good for you. Kill you. It will kill you.
It won't kill me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it will kill you.
Well,
Or
it
kill
might.
me.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Is it good? Is it yummy?
To me, yeah.
Are your taste buds weird? If I try it, would it be yummy?
I would not try it if I were you. Nikki, chill.
Video game peanut gallery.
Yeah, I would not try it if I were you.
But why are you eating it?
Who are you?
I'm coming in for an interview for maid.
At night?
I have to scope out my possible mating
Does anyone know you're coming by?
tomorrow.
They think you're coming by tomorrow?
Of course.
Who did you speak to?
Some tall person. Coming from.
Right, some tall person.
I don't know. I can't keep
He
track
reaches
names.
down
Keep
and
track
grabs you by the
names.
arm and attempts to grapple you. And well, unless you don't resist, he wants to take you inside. He says, "All right, you're coming with me."
I don't know that I am.
Okay, let's find out then.
So that wasn't at 20.
Okay, so he reaches down. Your hand is simply not there. Like when he reaches there, it is not there. You are in a different position. You're standing a different way. You're not even close to where he was. He says, "Hook, where'd you go? Where'd you go? What are you doing?"
So it says I can hide behind people that are. Can I like hide behind the person I'm hiding from? Is that possible?
I mean, if you get a high enough stealth, maybe.
Let's do it. 17 plus 8. 25 plus 30.
Good heavens! Yeah, you hide behind him. He's looking around. "Intruder! There's an intruder here!" The guards start rushing into the back area. So, you hear this. You hear this. You all hear this.
Now hear that. There no more music.
I try to get out there as fast as I can.
Okay, so you could basically just open your window and fly out.
Right. That's what I do.
Okay, so as you're sitting there hiding behind this guy, he yells "intruder." You see a couple guards sort of walking around the lawn, looking over him like, "What's happening?" Then you see one of the windows open. You see lights appear in all of them. One of the windows opens, and are you wearing your full plate? I mean, probably not. A blue person, although it's dark. You can't really entirely see very well, but you're fairly certain a dark-skinned person opens the window and leaps out of it from the second story, which would hurt you. And as she's falling, she simply ceases to fall and floats over toward you, effectively. Do you get
Hold
one?
on. I'm looking at your soul. I'm trying to figure out what.
Do I roll perception?
Sure, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have movement, which would mean I do that.
At level 12?
I'm pretty sure. It's either 12 or 14.
I thought it was 14.
You're at 20.
You got 20?
Yeah.
Well, she got 30, so.
I did not get any of those things.
I'm gonna
It goes to 11.
I'll just look out my window and turn on the light.
Okay, so a light pops up, and up in the window you see the person you wanted to bedazzle. The trinket man, he's right there.
Everything is bubbles.
Ah.
As a big old zombie dog walks by. No, just kidding.
Right, so then you see from out the main door, it sort of like swings open, and you see this like breeze of leaves and whatnot goes flying out of it. You're fairly certain you see 3 or 4 bats pop out as well, as just the essence of darkness expands from that doorway like a fog, like a dark mist.
I would know the name of the strategy that I heard, right?
Of the what?
Well, what's his name?
I'll make his name up. I don't know.
Lawrence.
Lawrence. I don't know, I like it.
What's wrong, Lawrence?
Intruder! Small one!
Do they seem particularly violent?
She tickled me. So, as this darkness mist appears, you see out from it walks a woman with the palest skin you've ever seen and a completely black dress. At her side is a huge, like, wolfhound kind of thing that has, like, his jaws hanging off a little bit. He's got skin flaps coming off. Yeah. And then from behind her, there's also just a whole swath of more guard-looking dudes in full plate who seem to be sort of shambling behind her, not walking like normal people. And then Harold, what do? You flip open the light. You flip on the light. Okay. Nulian, do you even wake up? Do you even care?
What time of night is this?
Dude, it's like 11 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock.
I'm not even here. I should still be at a pub somewhere playing music.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So you're not even there. So one of the rooms doesn't have a light turn on. So this dude is sort of like, I don't know where she is.
Wait, she just tickled you?
Yeah.
She didn't do anything else.
Well, but
Well-
if she's hiding behind him, can we see her then?
She got a 30.
How big was she?
Are you in his pants with him? Like,
She was like this tall.
But as he turns, like he's right behind him.
I asked Clarence to find her.
If you're still here,
Okay, yeah.
I
So
really don't care as long as you come out. I'm not gonna punch you in the face, particularly someone that you're hiding is a little annoying. If you just come out,
I'm
nothing's gonna
not.
happen.
so are you still hiding?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so everyone gets advantage. Try again.
It was lightning.
Yeah.
Are you gonna roll my kind or?
No. I'm good with it.
I got a nat 20. Does that
You got
do
a nat
anything?
20?
Yeah.
What does that get you though?
That gets me to 26.
Doesn't really beat anything. No.
23.
23.
I
Okay.
got 20.
Oh, can I do for Clarence though?
Yes. I'll roll for Clarence.
Okay.
What does he have?
He
for-
has a perception, so it's like +5.
Okay, so everyone at this point is sort of gathering around this dude, which is the place you've decided to hide. As such, I'm gonna say that you're hiding, even with a 30 at this
Yeah.
point, is not gonna work because there's no feasible way to do it.
He's coming, right?
He's not. He's upstairs. You see him like he's opened his window and turned on a light, and he's looking, and there's this like wood and metal head popping out of the window. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen because it's alive and a trinket. Like, whoa! But it's right there, and there's like a glow. He's a little sparkly. There's like a glow coming from behind his head. Like, there's gotta be something awesome back there. It looks so cool. But you've now been seen. So you guys see. Please describe yourself.
Halfling.
Okay.
Crap. I should put more.
A flingy.
Just random things hanging off hair and things and.
You're one of those like, oh that's pretty. I'm gonna touch it.
Exactly, and this bottle of glue and some extra shiny like rocks and
Cool.
not rocks. I probably filtered something actually shiny.
Bits
Bits,
of things.
at least shiny glass. And yeah, it's just I don't know.
Okay. So a very halflingy, roguey looking person. Lots of stuff hanging off of her belts and whatnot.
Alright.
And she is
Render
like trying to
close.
hide right behind Lawrence.
Yeah.
So, just because I don't like being grounded,
Right.
What
I'm
you
gonna
have
try
in
the
your-
whole like dashing away thing.
Okay.
I wanna grab her.
Okay, so let's do a
Through the hole, like, are they people size hole or my people size holes?
day people size. It's a regular person who leaves this place regularly. So you want to try to grab her. So you make me a perception roll.
I got 21.
Okay, so you've noticed back here, because you don't really come back here all that often, there's not much of a reason to, but you have noticed now that you're at the back of the manor's little lawn area, off to the right, you see a little hole in the fenced shrubbery area, potentially where she came through. So positioning yourself between her and there, you dash.
Yeah.
She dashes.
I'm gonna dash to try to get to him before they can get to me.
Okay, so again, he's upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running away from them, basically through them, actually,
Yes.
to hit the trellis and run up it.
Yes.
See, that was kind of a bad idea because I was like, oh no, you're small and you might be seeking help. But now if you're trying to get into the manor, I have to pounce on you.
Okay, so make me a.
I mean,
What do you got?
But I'm doing that.
right? Exactly.
Make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
No, that was past
I got 17.
17. Okay, so this person, this dark-skinned person who leapt out and floated to the ground, has stood there and watched you, and has ran straight to intercept the direction you're going. Make me an acrobatics check. Make me an acrobatics check.
21.
Oh, for goodness sake.
18.
One person.
18
Okay.
plus
She's tiny.
True. We'll see what happens here, then we'll do that.
23.
Okay, so she runs toward where you are and leaps. You're able to leap as well, and as she's going to grab you, you go right through her arms, flick, and then land and keep running. However, you have to make a save now. Is it a will save?
17.
It's a will save, right? You have to make a wisdom save. Yeah.
Just to be like, I just need you to hold still long enough for me to make sure you're not going to try to poison one of my friends. And we're okay. Like, don't head towards our keep.
So everything
So
you
you were
have plus whatever your
You know, once you start threatening, you should have headed away and then explained yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So. Sorry, what sort of thing? I
Wisdom.
didn't make it.
Okay, so you leap through the air, twisting, tucking, rolling, dropping to the ground again, and running, and all of a sudden you just stop in mid-run. And you're not entirely sure what's happening. You can't move.
So I walk up to her and I'm like, try not to be scary. I'm like,
Do you have a way to not be scary?
yes.
Do you?
Okay, I go up there first.
Well, she held her.
I
walked with
with
Anna.
being frightened.
Yeah, I think I'm a calm person even. Because I can be like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just need to know, like, your intentions. This is our home. This is where we've been attacked by people often.
So after you've stopped and are looking straight at the trellis, because that's where you were looking and you can't turn your head, you see the darkness sort of like expand toward you as this woman who was pale with the black dress sort of like floats over the yard toward you and stops with all of like this array of well-armored, shambling people behind her. And then a person walks up as well.
No, they're holding back. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be threatening.
Okay, so then they're holding back. So she floats over and sort of like lands on to the grass next to you. You see a dark-skinned person walk over as well and look at you. And they're right in front of you, between you and the trellis, which you'd really like to get to.
Can she speak when I'm holding 13?
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know your intentions. You seem to be very intent on getting inside of my home, and that's where I'm squishy. I don't like that.
Squishy's not very good. I don't like being squishy either. I'm pretty squishy right now. Like, I can't move. Which makes me
Yeah,
squishy.
I apologize for that. I just need to know, where are you from? Who are you? Why are you running out
Well,
of
I
house?
am the amazing physical influence of 536, and I need to make your shiny even more shiny, and I hate
Is shiny?
Harold?
The one in the window? Harold?
Ah, yes, the one in the window. I really like the one in the window. Does he sleep? I need to know if he sleeps. He needs to be better.
So you're hearing all this, although a little dull.
About like
You want to meet Harold?
Yes, but only when he's sleeping. I'm not paying attention.
If
that's
you
not
wanted
creepy.
to meet Harold, you could have just said you wanted to meet the Warforged.
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Ooh, you're cold. Why are you so cold?
I'm only a little.
You're only a lot of it cold.
That's true. Are you? Do you mean harm to anyone here? Us in particular?
No, I'm trying to help.
By making him shiny?
Of course.
Why?
Alright, so the spell wears off.
We're here.
Oh.
So you're able to move, but she's holding you. She tries to get out.
I got 20.
Okay, so okay.
4.
Okay, but because you're already being held, I need you to make yours at a disadvantage.
And I'm just gonna say, if you would like to not be squishy again, stay here and speak to us, and we'll see about you getting to meet the person you want to meet.
Did you roll the same or higher?
Higher.
You rolled higher. Okay, so what'd you get?
It's like 29, I think.
But if it was a disadvantage, then she gets the lower roll.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
the lower
she-
roll was the first one, which is a 29.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say, if you do not want to be squishy again, stay here and speak to us, and we'll see about you meeting whoever you want him to meet.
If you run
Now,
up again,
what check did you make?
For getting out,
Yeah.
probably a.
Well, so you got 29. How'd you get 29? What'd you add?
Oh, like acrobatics or.
Okay. So with acrobatics being what you're adding, I'm gonna have you add athletics and roll yours with advantage because she was held at the time by Matt. Did you really bad?
I got a 2 and a 4.
That's
I don't
24.
want to, but I could hold
That's pretty
person and
good.
then tie her up. So I'm just like, this is our home, dude.
Okay, so the
I
blue one
climb down.
has leapt over and tried to grapple you, but you just dropped to the ground and then bounced up like a springboarded person.
And he's coming down.
Do you climb down the trellis or just walk
Yeah,
down the
let's
stairs?
find out in fact, hopefully it's not too rickety.
Okay, so it is kind of rickety. You are very heavy.
I am 300 pounds.
You're going to break the trellis, but it's up to you.
Do it.
Okay, so
I like
you see that the shiny man has crawled out of the window and is trying to crawl down the trellis. It excites you. You break free of the spell, drop to the ground, and leap forward, and you're dropping to. Okay, so there's a small.
I pick up the halfway.
I'm still rummaging.
Okay.
Hand your hand.
Right.
I don't know.
I believe she's yours.
As I'm
Getting
fighting over
this
the
heavy.
custody of me, I
Ah,
put glue on a piece of like.
moment.
You never know with these ones.
It's true. However, I don't think you could hold it down too high.
Well, we have manacles.
I was gonna say,
I don't think that would help.
I
But
think it would.
do you think it would work?
Yeah, we can
Ask
do it.
her.
Would you like us to try, sir?
Would they hold you there? Do you have
You can try.
kid-sized manacles? No. That's okay. You
Yes.
just have them.
We do.
I'm gonna leave you to your new pet, and I'm gonna go back to bed.
Who are you and who do you
I
work
have
for?
already told you I have physical
Okay,
disabilities
you're
for it's the wonderful the
yes,
536.
it's not who? Everyone go back to bed.
Are you sure, sir?
I'm sure.
Anna?
I've already wandered off. I'll just lock the crypt. I don't necessarily feel safe right now, but I am bored.
Ode?
Why are you here? I put you
I
on the
already told you.
ground.
I told you.
I'm just gonna stand here.
I missed the first part. Well, no, the second part. I don't know. There's a part.
But I have them in.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna look for
Yeah.
you.
He gives you 2 sets of
Yeah.
manacles and a chain that goes between them and the
I can
keys.
tell you here.
These are
This
half
is
the
what's
size.
the great wonderful the 536.
Okay, while you're
That is
talking,
what
I just
Okay.
click the microphone.
Okay, so as you're holding her up by
Not
the.
right first.
Okay, so as you're starting to put her down, Ode walks up, grabs both of her hands, pulls them behind her, and claps them with manacles.
And then her feet.
And then your feet.
And then I chain them.
And there's a chain that goes between them.
How am I supposed to walk into where am I working? I can't walk. Why would you do that? I have to be wired. Look, do you see? Do you see that? Isn't it beautiful?
Oh,
They unfortunately don't have a gag, but they can fashion one if you want. I can
Okay.
go ask the chef. I'm sure he's got lots of cloth.
Bro. Are you?
Rogue? I am no rogue. I am no common thief.
What are you then?
I am
She's
Miss
an
Electric.
got more balls.
Not who are you? What are you?
What?
I'm a halfling.
Do you work with anyone, or are you just here because you wanted to?
Oh yeah, I work with everyone.
What?
Well,
You're
I'm working with you.
What do you mean you're working with us?
Well, obviously, I try to help your wonderful. I don't know.
He's a workhorse. Moving on from him.
I bit me.
And then I need to get my bow back. I have lots of cool things on it. I have this great thing. It starts.
She describes something that you do not understand. You have no idea what the hell she's saying. Possibly. If you'd like to try, you can.
No.
Maybe. Let's find out. Do an intelligence check.
I didn't.
You have no.
Yeah, no.
You have no clue what she's saying. There's words in there that you've never heard.
Okay, so you have a ship all by yourself, but you have no boss.
Oh, it's not by myself, and it's not mine right now. But
So you don't have a ship.
oh, I just said it's not mine. I have to go get it.
How?
It's the best ship in the world. Don't you know?
That's not what she asked. She asked how.
How?
By the way, this ship is called the Price of Honor.
Well, the price of honor is
It's how.
it's not humble. It's freaking
You're supposed to eat
ridiculous.
that food. Ow.
You said the price of honor.
So you're just in Jao'Arr just to meet Harold and make him pretty?
No, I'm freaking shit.
So you've returned.
How are you going?
Yeah, you hear some guitar coming from the distant corridors and alleys and
Richye
byways,
Salts?
and I am now walking
You know
towards
Richye
you.
Richye Salts.
Okay, so you hear obviously a bunch of craziness in the backyard. There's some commotion going on back there. One of the guards lets you know somebody snuck in and has infiltrated this manor. They're currently being held by Ode and Harold.
Did we have an appointment with you tomorrow?
I don't know if you wanted to look or not.
Yes,
I
I will go see what is going on and see if I can help out.
So coming around the corner, you see Harold standing up near a broken trellis that's all around him. You see Ode having manacled and chained a small halfling female,
It is blue.
and she's just a slew of syllables is coming out of her mouth at any given time.
Whoa.
You have no idea what's happening.
Have you happened in Las Vegas tonight? Maybe?
I have been everywhere.
Fantastic. Have you seen Richye Salts?
No.
Great.
Are we looking for him?
I am now to ask why his friend is in our yard.
Oh, we're not really friends. I don't really like the guy at all. He kind of has that like he coughs in a weird way. He that. You cough that way? I don't cough that way. Otherwise, I won't be. Are you sure? Have you heard him cough?
Do I have anything in my house?
And you are the alleged intruder?
So a man walks up out of nowhere.
Wonderful, the great.
So a man walks up out of nowhere. He's a half elf, absolutely gorgeously beautiful. He's got a lute that he's playing. Lute, right?
Yep.
He's got a lute that he's playing. He's got fancy-looking bard's clothes all over himself. He looks fantastic. You've seen him actually
His
before.
clothes are all over himself. Never really heard it.
Julian, do you have silk?
Oh, everywhere, yes.
Yeah, I need silk.
The finest.
Yeah, I
You
need
see this
silk.
under-
I would not ask them that.
Okay. I remove this sashy scarf that's around my neck. I hand it to you.
Great, tie it around me. Just braid it, cut it up a bunch, braid it. Do you want an anklet? I can make you an anklet just like
write her as ascot. She can't be okay.
So why are you here?
No, don't. I said
This
Did you
could-
not see the gloriousness?
Okay, so you.
I just got around and it's more.
Okay, so she has walked up and shoved the scarf into your mouth and tied it around.
That kind of helps.
And I start trying to talk to my hands that are. So I turn around and I start like, there we go.
She was here to make Harold prettier.
You can't
She
wait.
tickled Ramsey. She tried to run away from us. She tried to jump up the terrace.
It's amazing.
Harold climbed up the terrace, broke the terrace. She
I
put
hate
glass
it.
on it. We caught her. We asked her why she was here. We asked her why she wants to get her ship back.
I got really upset when you said glass.
Okay. Basically,
Okay.
all we got was ship Harold pretty. Harold Warforge, Harold ship, Richye Salts, coffee, Richye Salts. Harold.
That's a decent approximation.
It makes a little too much sense, but yeah.
Right.
You need to take Harold to a ship?
No.
Harold
No.
and the ship are already connected.
What?
We asked why she was here. She brought up the ship. We asked, no, why are you here? And she brought up Harold. And then we asked, no, why you're here? And then the ship came up, and then Richye Salts came up, and then the ship that isn't actually her ship.
I grab another scarf and shove it down your throat.
Milligan, you realize you can't do that with me, right?
I'll
You
shove
need like
anything.
4 scarves.
You're so- Alright.
I
Well,
Anyway. don't want to leave her in a house all night because I don't want to leave her in the house all night. So we're gonna go see if Richye Salts is up.
I agree.
Or-
Let's do this because we're actually going to see him soon, right? What
She seems much more docile around Harold, so yes. How about you and I go find Richye Salts
You're looking at
and see if he knows who she is?
Or Harold can just
She
come
loves
with
that
us.
idea, huh?
Or Harold can just come with us.
I think that
Does that mean?
because I'm the
We
one.
take her
Hey,
with us.
that means you get to go out partying again.
Yeah.
Hey, you thought this was the end of your night. You were wrong.
I smoke up with the last of my stash. I am now out.
Uh-oh.
You should have found Callum.
So, are you guys gonna be carrying me then?
Yep.
He is.
It's pretty easy. What do you
Yeah,
want?
it sounds
Wow.
pretty
I
easy.
just put you on his shoulder.
Which leaves my hands.
Tied.
Yeah.
Manacle.
But you can try to slip free from them.
I can. I can.
So we need to go
So-
back to the prancing unicorn pony man.
So to get free of manacles, what do you have for skills? Can I see your character sheet? So I look at the skills. I'll
I
look
think
at
you
your
need
character
at least a plus 32 in badass because that involves like dislocating your thumb.
sheet.
I've
Yeah.
only
They
managed
are
it
child
once in my
manacles,
entire
but
life.
she's smaller than the average child.
No, they're halfling manacles.
They're
Yeah,
half-
there's
yeah,
different. That sounds awful, but halflings can get out of things that children can't.
Right.
They're not just small.
They're-
Yes, believe
So,
me, tying up a
this is gonna be a
halfling
sleight of
very
hand check.
difficult.
Can I tell her that she's trying to get out of me?
You're like,
4 buckets.
I would knock her out.
what'd you get?
3
A
plus
You want to knock her out?
Yeah.
Okay.
for one that don't have
He
it.
used to forget me stick.
So you hit her in the back of the head?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Fitzkid is Liz.
yeah, they're
Right.
Yes.
fucking-
You have been hit hard in the back of the head. Everything goes dark. But there's sparkles. And then darkness.
And then more sparkles.
Just the darkness.
How about later? Later there's sparkles?
Yes, later sparkles reappear.
That is death.
Little stars.
Okay.
all around her head.
While she's out, hopefully she won't be out for long. Actually, I don't care. We're gonna go back to Latin Pegasus.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I
I get
I'm
into.
afraid that
I just go right there.
she won't have that.
Go.
But she is too small.
So you put on a basic cloak. Nulian is in his bard's dress, as he always was.
I grab a sword just in case.
Harold is in Harold's skin.
The nightgown.
And the
A nightgown.
With a cap.
Harold's in a nightgown with a nightcap.
I think
With
a
like a
note for
shrubbery
Anna.
on it.
Yeah, right. You gotta pull all the vines off and stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah, well I'm doing that. I have an 18 strength more.
so you carry this small halfling person with its gazillions with you and Ode and Nulian off to Laughing Pegasus. You've arrived at Laughing Pegasus. They know you all. Literally all of you, including her. So yeah, go on in.
Like, no, I don't care.
They don't care. Not a thing for them. Not a big deal. So they say, yep, go on in. So
You know,
go in.
unconscious halflings are like the new chihuahua in a bag.
Right. Swallow in a bag.
It's like all this socialites have.
I checked to see if Richye Salts is active.
He's not at the bar. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he is at the bar. Yep, he's sitting at the bar drinking with his favorite stein, smiling, laughing,
I walk over to him.
saying, "Bring Nulian back!
I put my hand on the
This
bar.
music sucks!"
I put my hand on the bar.
He looks over at it. Ode?
Yeah. Do you let all of your employees just wander around?
We are
Found
free
it.
people. We are privateers and free people.
Are
Do
you
you
feeling
let
lucky?
them invade the house of people trying to get to
We are free people, privateers and friends of freedom and sovereignty. We are from Jao'Arr. Yep. What? What'd you say?
I said
Have you had a drink?
No.
They sell drinks here.
I know.
Bartender,
I don't.
a drink. The bartender walks over, says, "Hey, Richie, fuck you." Sets a drink down, and Richie puts out a few silver and says, "No." And he passes the drink over and he says, "Now you have a drink."
I pass it back over to him.
Well, okay, but I think I've had enough.
That's fine. Just have one more, I guess.
What are any of your friends here?
That one, Nulian's back.
Nulian!
Hello,
Have a drink on me!
He poured it on.
Pour it on you.
Nulian!
I start licking it.
Shannon, we lost the baby.
It's right here.
Oh.
It's right. She's right.
Nulian,
Yes,
drink the drink.
I'll drink
Drink
it.
it.
Please,
Drink
thank
it,
you.
yeah.
Glub, 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 glub.
Alright. So, what do you want?
I would like to give to you this unconscious halfway.
But I don't have my ship. I don't need her right now.
And we don't need her either.
Yes, you do.
No.
What else would Harold be carrying from his home to here, if not to her? Think about it. I mean, think about it.
I put her in the bar.
What else could he have put on the bar that was alive and kicking, were it not
She's not.
for her? Well, could be kicking.
I
I don't know if she's alive.
She's alive. You can see her breathing.
I'm good.
I know how to check for these things. It's something you have to check a lot when people are drunk a lot.
I didn't hit her objective. I hope I. No, I don't even hope. Just
Wait. Did you kill her?
I didn't get her.
Because I need her.
You
She's
just
useful.
said you didn't need her.
Well, not right now because I don't have a ship, but when I get the ship, I need her.
You keep mentioning a ship.
Yes, the price of honor.
Yeah,
She kept mentioning a ship.
She's my crewmate. So
Right.
yes.
So I think she's really interested
She said it was
in
hers.
getting our attention about said
she
ship.
did say it was her ship.
She says that. It's pretty normal. I accept it. She does some pretty cool things on the ship. And
What
she's too
sort
small.
of things?
So she invents things, new ways to raise and lower the sails and furl them up as we need to without having to deal with having 10, 20 men do it all at once.
Ah.
She's pretty amazing. She not invented, but she's found new ways to deal with pulleys and ropes and
Dot, dot, dot.
Hmm?
So that must explain her fascination with our, with Harold here. Our mechanoid friend.
He's a trinket. No.
What is this drink?
It's like little things, stuff.
I'm not little.
Yeah, but like big one.
You just said little.
Big little things.
You know. Yeah.
So are you
Sure,
currently? Are you currently? Have you lost your ship?
Mm-mm.
You know where it is.
Yes. Yes, the sovereign free city of Jao'Arr.
What the fuck did you just say?
Where is that?
It's to the west.
Do we?
Like if we take the boat small boat that I have on the river when it's not frozen, and go up toward the ocean, and we'll get to the free city sovereign of Jao'Arr.
Why are you not there now?
Because the river is frozen.
No. Why are you in Richye?
Well, I was kicked out. Jao'Arr.
Okay, if you were kicked out, what makes you think they're gonna let you back in to get your shit?
The strength and the reputation of heroes like you.
You forgot to mention this.
I didn't entirely mention it, no, but I did say that I needed your help, which is exactly what I need.
You forgot because you were sneaking into a solid.
Sneaking is this. We're just gonna sail the boat up to this free sovereign city of Jao'Arr, and we're gonna cover our heads so that they don't see who we are, and we're gonna have some stuff in the boat like
What?
shipping stuff.
Why were you kicked out?
Probably for mispronouncing the name of
Catholics,
the
people's homes were
Why do you want a ship?
They think you're a spy.
What? Who said that?
A spy for who? Yeah. A spy for
I'm
who?
going to bed.
No, a spy for
Going to
who?
bed. He
Okay.
gets up, starts walking away.
I pulled him back into the seat.
Through the
He
belt.
sits down. Ah, it's a bar.
A spy for who?
Who was a spy for who? Are you a spy? Who do you work for?
No one.
Do you work for the king of Jao'Arr? Hmm?
Do you work for him?
There is no king. The king is dead.
Did you kill him?
No. No, the king died and the entire nation of Adani with him. Now it's all broken and fractured. Freeland's its own nation now. Used to be a part of Adani. Not
Yeah, I know. I'm very aware that the dog used to be. Well, that's not. Are you a spy?
No, not anymore, that's for sure. No nation spy.
So we're a spy.
No.
How long has it been since they knocked you in the head?
Oh man, it's been probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So you probably come around.
Alright.
She's got
I'm
some
still
stuff.
in.
I know. It's all connected.
What are you doing?
Do you need something?
I usually take the half.
I don't want to have them.
But I try not
How about
to-
this? I'll give you a deal chance. What you do have is take her to with us and city, and then when we find the boat, she's there.
Rennie, look at this.
That made no sense. Could you explain that again?
Weird thing. I'm trying to.
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I need you to take the half one.
Mm-mm. She talks a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So much.
Yeah, I know.
She talks more than bar posts.
Yeah, I know.
Bar posts is great. You know, he can play cards and drink, and he's hidden most of the time. The great thing about people who want to be hidden is they don't talk as much because they don't want to make any noise. Anyway, does.
Where is this bar ho?
You look
Upstairs? Yonder.
Yeah.
Is he in Jao'Arr?
No, he's in Jao'Arr.
He's in the boat waiting.
I mean, like, obviously the council members and
Rennie,
citizens.
Damon,
Those folks. You probably have to grab that and face it.
Now that she's found the thing. I think I need to go to bed.
Okay. Take the halfling with you.
Are they summoning the devil in there? Did anybody else hear that? Do
That's Jerem's fighting voice.
Oh, okay.
So he gets up and walks away.
I follow him with the halfling.
Walks away.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay. As he's walking away, he turns and he sees you. And then he wheels around and pukes all over you.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I start speaking.
I won't go there.
So do you drop her?
No.
No?
I'm trying to not sneak.
Oh. Okay. He then turns back around. He yells, "Sorry!" and then keeps going.
It's not a good day for you.
Nope. Nope.
Actually, you know what? I say that. You just couldn't even catch me. And although you can fly, that's pretty cool.
Oh wait, aren't you still gay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy I can't. Okay. Where do we put this?
Well, we have these holes in the ground.
I don't think that we should do that.
We could just leave her one of those. Or maybe a week. I don't know until this.
Do we have like anywhere we have jail cells in the fortress?
There you go. They
We
let us
can leave
use
her
those
there for
all
a
the
week.
time. Let's do that.
Oh. Is your head okay?
Cute dolls.
Do they have any open ones though? I thought they were all.
There's not really jails. Well, I guess in the countries. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Although, aren't most of them kind of broken? You mean the ones that were holding those big monsters?
Big monster.
Okay, do we have a guest bedroom that locks on the outside? Or closet?
That
Yeah,
seems like a
serious
guest bedroom
holes.
we'd have.
But only scared them.
Exactly, that's why we're in the bedroom.
Guest bedroom really locked on the outside.
It's got bars and
Put it
a
out.
plate slit.
Actually, kind of does sound
Right.
like you guys would have.
My stomach starts rattling.
I'm dreaming about baby like blackbirds.
Baby blackbirds.
Snuggling with like a teddy bear that's got like one eye missing and like sewn all creepily possibly with like
Fall all over the ground.
Right.
Super cute.
bats
Let's just take her back to
flying
the
around.
manor, and I don't know what we'll do. But,
Yeah, put it on the shelf.
true.
That works for me sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the shelf. For halfling on the shelf.
I just think I should get home sooner than later.
Sleep is good.
Alright, so.
Yes, you smell. Still manic.
So you guys head back home with her in
I
tow.
knew-
As you came here. Arriving back at home, the guards let you in, sniffing at you.
I will punch you in the throat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't say that. So, continuing on through, everyone's asleep at this point except for the guards and a few servants who are up. So one of them asks if you'd like to have a bathroom.
Yeah.
Thanks. Another bathroom. I have no idea what to do with your situation. I don't know what you want to do. One
I
of
would
them
like
says,
it to be known that
"We are
I
here to help."
tried to figure out whether or not she's
Anyway,
a friend
hands in my
and
back.
not
You
do
still have to
this.
glue more things.
I pull her to the dining room.
She's the one carrying this.
yeah, she's carrying her.
I pull her to the dining room and I sit her down, I take the gag out, and I give her some food.
You gags out.
Wonderful. Why do you guys have such a big house? Why do you need such a big house? Do you have a servant that does your food? I have a servant that does my food.
You're the
Can I be
chef.
part of your house?
Alright, so there's some leftovers from last night.
Big
You
house.
can grab. And you can bring it out. You can feed it to her if you want.
And they disappear. You don't.
Ow.
She eats them quickly. Very, very, very quickly.
I think we should leave her.
Oh my
Then
god.
she'll end up taxidermy.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that. We could leave her in your room.
Oh, yes,
You don't sleep.
Oh yeah, then he can.
How does he manage not to sleep? That's pretty
You could watch her all night. She might put more glass on you. But
It's not just glassy. See that? That's not just like glass you have on your windows. That is wonderfully tinted, beautiful. It's not even like wine glass. That's like almost. It's pretty good fake.
I go and I find what's his face? The butler.
Sir Mac is asleep, but he wakes up to your summons.
I need another bed in my room.
I'm sorry, hang on a
Would
second.
you
I'm sorry.
make that happen, please?
I'm sorry, please repeat what you said, sir.
I need another bed in my room. A small one. Can you make that happen?
Yeah, really wild.
I sound sad. I sound sad.
You want another
Yeah,
bed
she's got her
for a
hip
companion.
on, like for sure.
If you could call her that, yes.
No, sir. It's very interesting.
Yesterday, she was being all snuggly and then looks
Alright,
me straight in
yeah,
the eye
look.
and punches me right.
He goes and gets a bed.
I was like,
and has some servants bring it in there. Says, "All right, sir."
dude,
Thank you
you
so
could
much.
tell it was just like
You're
baby
appreciated.
flailing, but it was like
Oh, thank you, sir.
crazy.
Can I go back to bed? Thank you, sir.
I plop. I take a bundle and the talking bundle and go to my room. Put the bundle on the bed and
It's like
say,
a Furby that like won't turn off.
You have been sat upon a bed. Not necessarily lied down per se, just sat. You could try to throw yourself backwards or what have you to lay down if you want, but you're pretty much just sitting on a bed. Gagged and manacled, both
Try
feet.
to figure out
Yes.
like.
I
How does
go
he move?
and I lay on my bed and I don't look this way. I just stare at the ceiling.
How does he move? It's very intriguing indeed. He's got mechanical joints.
Do you want to come up? Or do you want to just hang out over the top?
Are
You've-
they still
you've made-
restricted to like normal human movements?
Oh.
Or are they more restricted than normal human movements? And how did they get that to do that?
So that's a good question. Are your movements necessarily the same as human movements or more restricted?
Best way to describe it would be like, you seen Iroha?
Yeah.
So like not the new model, but the old model. Like that restriction. Like
So-
they can move. He moves pretty much like a human, but like
Like it's very stiff.
very stiff.
So that's what he moves like.
Oil in your joints? When was the last time you oiled your joints?
So what's amazing about him is that as you look at him, you know that you could have made joints that move sort of like this, but not with this level of intricacy.
Right. And it was like I have pipes
You have
that have oil in them. So like there's already lubricated. The joints are automatically lubricated.
There's not even actually any like separations per se between the joints, which is super intriguing to you because you know you've made things that move around. There's always like a separation point where the joint can move, right? And in there you've done the ball and socket joints, you've done gears, you've done various different ways of doing joints like that. But the way that his joints work, there's like metal cabling over bits of wood that then are covered by bits of like leather almost, but like super pure hide.
I could make a profit.
Yeah. You know, you may take it or no?
I asked you if I want to do my business partner.
So you there's still have the Ragnarok. Yeah, I guess it's a Ragnarok.
So you could probably try to get it out of your mouth if you want. Make me a
Sleight of tongue.
yeah sleight of hand check.
We need a bluff check.
12. I'm not proficient with it.
Sleight of hand. What?
She didn't.
Okay, cool.
Which is weird. I don't know why I did that. Probably should have done that. Anyways.
I took stealth.
You probably should do that instead of.
I don't know why I
instead of
did.
persuading, Because you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
around.
Can I change something?
Sure.
I really don't remember.
That makes a lot more
Let's
sense.
get yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my.
Okay. So, that was 12, 15,
I got beat down.
You did. They've drawn a bath for you and you
21.
bathe up. 21, you are able to get the gag out of your mouth. By rubbing your head against the wall behind you, you get the knot up above your head Finally, it comes off.
Oh, good. That's out of my mouth. That don't make a pretty good bracelet anyway. I wouldn't even. I don't know. I don't even want to use it as a rag anyway. It's kind of gross. What does that say about my mouth? I don't know. Anyways, you want to be my business owner? If I can make money, I can make a lot of money. What egg?
I'm going.
Do you sleep?
My eyes they turn like
His eyes go
look like
dark.
an orange instead of like a yellow.
Oh, okay.
It's like kind of a standby mode.
Sort of like slowly blink.
And like I'm aware of everything.
I
Don't
go over
respond.
to him. Start poking him.
With your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to get out of your manacles?
Yes. And I do have these tools. If those are.
Oh, we didn't remove anything.
Right. So make me a thieves' tools check.
Okay.
So that's going to be with proficiency and your dex.
Yes.
Basically, just making me a check with proficiency.
Wait, you're thinking. I'm still aware of everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe make me a stealth check as well. After
Okay.
that.
Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
What do you want?
17,
Free
18.
What'd you roll?
That's right.
Really?
Hold on.
No, actually, it's mom died first.
Fishing, deep throat. So is it
Yeah.
Do you
An
times
egg?
2 for deep throat?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sure.
so it's 8 plus 5,
then you
so
wanted
it's
a whole egg.
13 plus.
I don't mind if you
Well, is there eggs for him to have, or
Red
he's
onions.
asking for one? He's asking for her 12 eggs. We don't have to.
Oh yeah, we don't have any eggs, dude.
That's ridiculous. I got an 18 when we rolled it back.
Okay.
We have to have to. I love this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So 18 for sleight of hand?
What'd you roll?
Or 5?
You have a plus 13.
Yeah.
She has a 20 dex, and then she has, which is actually really impressive because she rolled gorgeous.
So that's
And
5 from that.
Then she gets times 2 proficiency bonus because she gets times 2 of these tools.
It's not just that. It's the expertise or whatever. It's
Right, so with
called.
expertise, you can choose 2 skills, one of which can be thieves'
But
tools.
she gets another one after a while, so
Yeah.
she gets 4 right now. 4 skills.
Mhm.
At least that's how that's count.
So let's make sure.
And I have that for stealth, thieves' tools, perception, and investigation.
So this is for expertise. At first level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies or 1 of your skill proficiencies and your thieves' tools.
Well,
Your
dude.
proficiency is doubled for any ability check you make that either uses either of the chosen proficiencies. At 6th level, you can choose 2 more. So yes. What are the 4 skills that you've expertised?
These skills, stealth, perception, and investigation.
Awesome.
That actually just kind of helps something. Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot that him and I like lived off of them the last like week before I got my teeth out because I couldn't eat them, and since I haven't been able to eat, I haven't used any. So
We just happen to make some. So
right, I love them. We'll have them all the time, and they keep a little easier.
Be right back.
Hmm. No. You want more of this? He speaks caveman. Like fairy caveman. Oh no. You're so floppy. That's so weird.
Yeah. That's what you do.
hurt.
What? Bird? The
Like,
bird is the
it's
word.
like kicking the
A
tail.
bird. Bird is the word.
How is it entertaining?
I usually just, I strictly ordered a not possessed.
But possessors are so much more fun. Interesting. We've already had two pretty, good possessed.
Jammers, I don't think he's fully human. Nikki was the most normal one. She was sneaky. Like the first one, she was like, the terrible two never happened. She was like a saint. And then Jammers was a completely different animal. I mean, now we have to work on some pushing stuff with Nikki, but that's when she's getting old enough to go hang out with other kids and how they treat each other and stuff. Ow, 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 ow. Jeez, dude. Really bites down.
Yeah.
I thought that was really rude to have the like easy peasy one first. Oh, this is what it is. Okay, we can do this. No, they're all different.
It'd be sad if they were all the same though.
Right, it totally would. Be boring and
The difference between Nikki and Jammers is
About the age of 13.
yeah.
about as big as you can get.
Yeah.
About the age of 13, it was even better.
Oh yeah.
My roommate's kid is 9, and like I don't even know. My roommate will go on like random road trips and not have her kid with her, and like we live a block away from her parents,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think her parents mostly take care of the kid.
Oh yeah.
And she like Asian parents really bad.
Oh.
Like the 1 in 3 nights I actually see them both in the house.
So you head back to the manor. You put her down there. She talks. You ever fall asleep? I mean, it's super late. What is happening?
Probably. But it's just so unmannered.
Okay. Okay, so what did you get for your sleight of hand check? What did you get for your stealth check?
What'd you get for your 2 hour to go to sleep check?
Roll the 2.
So 15. Everything plus 13.
Actually, yeah, make me a constitution check.
What is happening? I really forget how to do
14? Alright.
let go of it too many times.
So, you are able to get yourself free of the manacles quietly so he doesn't hear you. You then sneak over to him and start to examine him. You don't notice because you're in standby mode. But while you do so, your eyes start to feel heavy and you realize that you're going to fall asleep. You fall asleep in his lap.
Full oddly, like I'm
Perfect. So you are slightly woken up by like someone touching you as she falls asleep on you. You look up and notice she's falling asleep on you.
I gingerly pick her up and put her back on her bed. Like, gingerly.
Why are you being creepy? What'd you get?
Guys, ice cream.
8.
8. Okay, he picks you up, but he does not know what gingerly means. And basically drops you in the bed.
Do I get to examine him more now? Come back and wait, maybe?
You're still really tired.
I
Had too much?
try.
Yeah.
I walk back to my bed and
Okay.
go back to sleep.
So you go to sleep, you go to sleep. Alright, so morning has come. Now, we need another week to pass to be able to get us to the point where it might be time to start leaving.
So, have you guys seen Netflix? Not Netflix, the Masha and the Bear on Netflix? Okay. I don't remember where that.
Oh, wait, I think actually we have. I think the kids have watched it.
The one where the little Russian girl likes the bear, and the bear just keeps on trying to push her away for the first episode, and like keeps running back.
I think so.
remember that.
Alright.
Eventually.
So the morning has come. How in the world are you guys going to deal with this halfling thing?
I'm eating bacon.
Put her to work as a maid. She's talkative. She chat up all the people.
Ooh, I get to learn all the gossip.
Alright, so through the week they've decided to do as you asked and put you to work as a maid. You've got the job. Well done with your interview. So he decided that she should be a maid in your house. That was what she said she was here for partially. She said that you guys needed a maid.
At least she won't back up.
And she was here for an interview.
Alright.
Okay, am I the only one that didn't see Belle's impression?
I think this is losing speech.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
what he
she's
sounds like
She's
on
way
all
smarter
speeches.
than him, but I mean, the look on the face,
Maybe she doesn't understand.
right?
Well, she doesn't look like a tomato. So.
Right?
Yeah.
And again, she has a
Orange
brain.
tomato.
She could probably run the country better than he could. I guarantee it.
Pointing.
Anybody could. So I shamble downstairs.
Wait, is this the next day?
Well, but
It's
something
the
about a
next
week
day.
later.
It's the next day, but you guys need to sort of like. Okay, hang on. I can't do anything with the screen, maybe. I guess we'll have to take a break until she goes to nap, or you guys can just talk about what you want to do.
Should I make your food for her?
Sure.
Should we prepare in some way for our trip? How can we prepare for our trip?
I need you a new weapon.
That's right.
So I'll
Well, I'm under the assumption that our trip is to investigate this ship, or
apparently our trip, or at least
You can always ask the halfling.
we
I don't want to.
I smile.
You don't want to.
we were going to
No, bad idea.
wow. It was Frontier, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
Frontier.
Oh,
So
that's
we were
right.
going to Frontier, but
Is this the ship we could
No.
use to get there?
apparently we're taking this smaller ship to go to Jao'Arr.
Jao'Arr.
Right. To get his ship, which we're stealing from the entire nation, and then we're going to Frontier. Am I wrong?
So we do need this other ship to get the bigger ship.
Yeah, but he forgot to mention we're stealing it.
You're not really stealing it so much as taking it back. Well, it was ours to begin with, and then I took it. I can't even remember why. It was for a reason. I don't know. I was distracted.
Because apparently you've been a spy.
Who's he?
Shiny. Richye Salts is a spy.
Oh,
Or was
okay.
a spy.
I am the cook.
Vidania, I guess.
Great cook.
How long? Sure. Not that.
Cook.
How long has Vidania not been a nation?
It's been like, what, 20, 30 years? Since the king was killed?
Mhm.
And so it's
How
been
old is
split
Richye
up.
Salts?
He looks aged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was younger. I was like,
No, he's like 50,
Wait,
oh, okay.
60 maybe.
I don't think so.
The king, upon the time of his death, was about 50 or 60.
Unless
Richie Salts is about that right now.
What'd you have for breakfast, baby?
so.
Meat.
He was apparently a spy for the king, but now Vidania isn't Vidania anymore. Now he's Maria when he's trying to back to Jao'Arr to get his ship back,
What is this one?
which they kicked out for being a spy. Which makes no
rights?
sense
Should we
because they
mix it
should
with
have
oatmeal?
executed him for treason, but they kicked him out for being a spy.
So we need this ship.
Yeah.
Long story short.
We
The
don't
price
need
of
this
honor. There's even a story behind why it's called that.
So we should prepare for what could end up being a long journey.
Do you know what the Latin frontier?
No, but all I know is lots of maelstorms.
Lots of what for?
Horror.
Maelstorms. Whatever.
Maelstroms.
Yeah, that. I think.
Male stronger.
Ooh, I'm in.
But I
I'm
need
playing
a new weapon. We should also probably get. I need a new weapon. That's all I know.
You are able to go to Julian and ask for him to make you something if you want.
I know, it's so great.
You'll have to pay for it, of course.
No.
So, how much money do you have?
Didn't we just get some from a dragon horde?
Yeah. How much did we get?
We got 4,000 gold each.
Okay. Everybody?
Yeah.
If you need help, I can help you.
Okay. No, it's not that. I just. Julian. Julian. I'm gonna blacksmith and figure out what we're. You're just gonna be a maid all week? Until we're ready?
Maybe.
Yes, why don't you get acclimated to the new manor and enjoy telling everyone here about your background and your history and
Harold will even stay here with you.
Come on.
And you get to bunk with Korak.
It's already happened.
Million,
No, I mean you get to keep her.
do you want to come with me and we can just pick up supplies on the way home?
yes, I will bring my newly found gold hoard and help you with replacing your weapon.
Other direction.
And I could probably help you in other ways, which I bust out my pipe and smoke.
Are you asking that we stop somewhere and get more weed?
Yes.
Okay.
Dragon breath.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Fine, you can stop and do that on the way back.
So you're gonna stop by and get more dragon's breath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where does one buy that?
Who did I talk to? I got this stash off of who?
You got this stash from Barpost, didn't you? I thought.
We could ask Chris when
I
she
think
buys
so.
hers.
Have I'd met him already?
Barpost is the guy that you were sort of like sneaking against.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's the little halfling that you guys helped with cards.
Okay.
You're so crazy.
I know of one minuscule gentleman.
We could always stop by and ask Chris for those.
You also know that there's slums to this town, and it's usually a good place to find it. But you can usually find it in most taverns. There's a dealer, and the higher quality the tavern, the higher quality the material.
So do you want more expensive stuff or what?
Well, of course.
Okay, then we'll go talk to Julian.
The finer the better.
So Julian is there, not really hammering on anything right now. He's just sort of chilling with his fire, nice and hot, 'cause it's rather cool right now.
How much would it cost for you to make me a new one?
A new sword.
Yeah.
I have swords.
Oh, well then I need one.
15 gold each. Nothing special about them.
Okay.
What happened to your? Wait, do you mean the magic one?
Yeah.
You broke your magic sword?
Well, a rabbit ate it.
A rabbit?
Yeah,
A
giant-
rabbit ate your magic sword.
Yes.
Believe you me, it is more than just your everyday rabbit.
It broke almost all of my ribs.
This thing
And my
was gigantic. Talons,
I'm
claws,
sure.
teeth,
Sounds terrifying.
horrific.
Yes. Broke ribs, you say? A rabbit.
Yeah, giant rabbit.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure. Well, there's 15 gold for these long swords. Now, if you'd like a practice sword, I can get you one of those
I don't need it.
for only 2 silver. I don't know if you'd like to practice on maybe like a squirrel here or there. Chipmunks, you know, when the time comes, when the spring comes back around.
I just need a month.
Well, okay, Just be careful though. I don't want you to get hurt or anything. It's 15 gold if you really want it, but you know, you came here not really knowing that, you know, what shields were, which was a little terrifying for a previous captain of guard or of an army, I suppose. And now you've lost a magical sword to a bunny.
It wasn't just a bunny.
Well, okay. Okay.
It was huge. It was
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was gigantic. Yes. Mhm. Sounds terrifying. Utterly terrifying. Anyway, 15 gold for the really dangerous pointy sticks.
I just give him a million.
Be careful with that. Be careful. Remember, the shield goes in front of you. The sword stays sheathed. Just remember that forever.
Don't run with sharp objects.
Don't run with sharp objects. Shears are dangerous too, even when they're closed. Careful. So he sells you a sword.
Maybe you could be useful after all happened. Can you make me a flotation device?
Probably. So, where are we going next? Are you going to our tavern or are we stopping to get?
Because we're going to be in the water. I generally think I would probably say
That's not really my expertise. I could go to the tavern.
So what are you guys doing?
Headed to the tavern.
Yeah.
To the tavern you go!
To the
Which tavern?
prancing
you go to?
pony or
The
whatever.
Laughing Pegasus?
Yeah.
What do you do to the Laughing Pegasus?
I look for that halfling.
Barpos?
Yes.
Barpos is playing cards. He's playing, what is it? Find the Queen? No, he's playing the one where you shuffle the cards back and forth.
Oh.
Find the lady, something like that.
See that one?
So he's playing. What do we got? You guys walk up. Hello, friends.
Well, hello, bar post.
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, I was inquiring about
Yes, why not?
your
Absolutely.
materials.
Sure, the materials, yeah.
I definitely need
What kind of materials
more
are you
hobbit weed. The
Absolutely,
best
absolutely.
you have.
Yeah, I can do that, absolutely. I'm gonna finish this game real quick, and then we can do one more game. If you'd like to play before the Hobbit, that'd be fine. If you don't want to do that, you can do that too. We can go ahead and go off in the corner. You can buy it. That's up to you. I don't really care how we do it. Anyway, he moves the cards back and forth. Of course, the guy he's playing against loses quite angrily, throws his money on the ground, raises his hand up, and Barclays just sits there smiling. The guy puts his hand down, dejectedly in defeat, starts to walk away.
I picked the money up and put it on the table.
Barpos says, thanks so much. You see Barpos stand up and sheathe his hand crossbow, which he had under the table, aimed at the guy's genitalia. No.
That was too graphic.
Not the genitalia.
That was the whole thing of food. That's it. We're done.
Can I get more?
Let's see how it settles.
There's more biscuit.
More biscuit. Thank you. I was wondering when I would get more food on my shirt.
Are you really?
Yeah, oh yeah. So Barpos stands up. All right. So would you like to play Ruby? Do you want to just go ahead and buy it? We can do the back if you want to. You do it.
Whichever has you speaking less.
Every time
Which
we're
method?
fast right now.
Which method has me speaking less? I mean, I suppose if I just move the cards back and forth, there's no reason to speak on them. You're the one who's speaking.
Yeah, here we are. I would just like to purchase about a month's worth of hobbit weed and red dragon's breath.
Red Dragon Breath, man, that's some intense stuff. You sure you want Red Dragon's Breath, not Gold Dragon's Breath? I mean, is that really what you want to do? I mean, that's more like a body thing. You seem more of like a mental person.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. All right, so we can go to the back here. We can get the red dragons and we can get the green going on. Now, did you want the green hop sweet? Is that what you want? The same stuff that I had before, the stuff with the triple strength? Because we can do that. It's perfect fine.
I would love it, yes.
All right, let's do that. Okay, here we go. So he takes you to the back, talking the entire time. What do I have for cost?
40.
40 for a week?
40 and then 400. Well, I want a month.
Right. So,
It's 10 for a week and then 100 for a week.
that'll be 1,760 gold if you want to go ahead and get that. You can get both of those for a month. Now, do you want both of them for a month separately, or do you want the whole thing as 1 month's supply of both of them separately?
I want a month of hobbit weed
160. That's 160. Right? That's 160.
and a week of gold and red.
Gold and red, so that's 400 each, so that's going to be 800, that's going to be 960 gold. I mean, 960 gold if you want to go ahead and do that, we can do that right now.
Or
Yes.
it could be
I thought you only smoked the one thing, Julian.
right.
So why are you getting the other thing?
Well, because one is of the past and I'm interested in the future.
Okay.
To do the same and expect different results is insane. I would like to do something else and expect different results.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
So which way do you want to go? That's what we do. We do 401, 401, and 160 another?
So, I'm wondering though, if the hobbit weed had been intensified as your batch seems to be.
Yeah, of course, that's the only one I sell. That's the one that I smoke myself. It's the best one because it triples basically the effective strength of the weed.
Now, as for the gold and the red,
Yeah.
do you have an intense batch?
No, before you damage. There's no reason that I can seriously damage you that can make you just drop to the ground completely unable to speak or move or do anything.
Well, do you sell to the captain of the guard?
Yes.
Wait, she's smoking things that could just Destroy her body?
No. So what I'm saying is I don't sell that because I don't sell triple strength of the red and gold because that's just unacceptable. It's just not what you need to do. The red and gold is perfectly strong in itself. There's no reason to do that.
Okay.
So then I'll just take your normal strength, red and gold, for a week each.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, isn't your red and your gold typically 100 gold each for a week's supply? Yes. So how about I spend 200 on the red and the gold together for a week's supply of each,
Alright, look at that.
and then 40 gold. Or no. What is the price of your hobbit weed now that it is 3 times as
What is it
strong?
on there? 10?
10.
It's 35 for a week, 35 for a week, so we can do that. We can do 140.
That sounds good.
Alright, so we do 140, we do 340. 340 does it. For the month of 2 weeks.
That sounds fantastic. I
That sounds
hand
good.
him as much as he asks.
What's up? I don't know if there's any biscuits left. Nope. Still standing here. Well, we've got about half an hour until we do lunch.
I was gonna say, we'll figure out lunch.
So you can have lunch in half an hour.
Come on, let's hurry up and do the game.
There's 15 minutes. Like, hang on to your father's becoming a drug dealer. Unpleased with you.
I think you becoming with us on the adventure vehicle.
Marbles?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I will. The captain's right hand, you know? That's what I do. I yell at all the yards to make sure everyone hears me, you know, and understands it perfectly well. That's what I do.
So you're losing quite a bit of income by leaving for the airport.
There's always somebody. Everywhere you go, there's always somebody who wants this stuff. It's amazing.
Well, no, but I mean, there's obviously have got people that enjoy it.
Oh, there's higher people over in Jao'Arr as well. We've got a large council of nobles who live in the southern end of town. They have their own private docks. It's amazing. These people are fabulously wealthy. They just buy a ton of stuff.
So I think you know more about whatever.
Yeah, we're from there.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, basically. We're effectively from there.
From the city of Jao'Arr.
Yeah. Free sovereign city of Jao'Arr.
How long of a journey does it take to get back to Jao'Arr?
Oh, by foot it takes probably about like 3 weeks, but by boat it takes less than a week.
Less
Depending
than
on
a
the river
week.
goes, of course.
Obviously you're familiar with Richye Salts.
Yep, Captain, yep.
And he had been kicked out of Jao'Arr. Do you
Yeah, that's
know
correct, yep.
what event?
Exile, one might say.
What did he do?
Well, they say he was found out to be a spy for the Bedanian Empire, but as it turns out he's not. At least not anymore, because there's no more Bedanian Empire. But the time he kind of was, so they sort of kicked him out for that. Now, there is some question, though, because he's a privateer, freebooter and stuff, you know, there's no reason for him to be a spy. But I guess he was, so
Why did they kick him out? Why didn't they just kill him for treason?
well, so there was a peace accord between the Bedanian Empire and the Free Sovereign City of Jao'Arr. The problem was the peace accord was not violated by there being a spy there, but the peace accord would be violated by the murder of a potential employee of the state. So therefore, there was no killing that was allowed, but they didn't indeed kick him out. Now, they did keep the ship, because the ship was originally owned by the port city of Jao'Arr. It was taken over by Richye Salts, and that was perfectly fine because he was a privateer freebooter himself. But as he was sent off, you know, his goods had to be kept there, and there's no telling exactly what happened to it. It certainly possibly could still be there under his name, even though this is not allowed to be there anymore. It's not really his anymore. Now, it may have moved on to somebody else, I don't know, but as of right now, we just gotta go back and find it.
So it may not even be there, but we're going back.
Well, where else would a big boat go? I mean, it's basically on the sea, you know, unless somebody else took it and sailed it off, which they probably didn't do, because it's difficult to sail, you know, it has all of her stuff on it, it's really difficult to understand it all. We understand it, which is really lucky for us, so we can get on there and we can sail away, but nobody else really can, so it's probably still there.
If you were to expect confrontation by returning to Jao'Arr.
Oh yeah, basically. Hi.
What kind of confrontation might they confront us with?
Well, as he's been exiled now, basically he's just like an enemy of the state. There's really no reason for him to go back there. And since there's no peace accord, because the valley is no longer a place, effectively he would just kill him.
Hmm.
Yeah, they would just kill him.
So obviously we must tread lightly once we reach Jao'Arr.
Well, at least they must. They don't know who we are.
True, true.
Right, that's the reason for you guys. Hopefully you guys will be the forefront of whatever boat we're on, because that way if a boat comes up and there's nobody sitting on it, that'd be really confusing, and everyone would look into it. But if there's 4 or 5 people sitting on the boat who said that it's just some cargo that we have here, the cargo happens to be filled with people, but you don't really know, there's no reason for them to look, I'll just let you on through.
However, they might recognize the ship.
It's a different ship. We're trying to get to.
Oh, we just got a little riverboat. We bought this here. It's not the same boat we had.
Okay.
Yeah, we were kicked out and we had to walk away. That's why I know how long it takes to walk.
True. Well, thank you very much for your time and your product.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Ready?
Yeah.
well, we could head back to the manor, or
The manner of speaking.
manner of speaking.
I need
The
to
only
stop.
other thing.
By complex curiosos.
Okay.
Alright, so as you walk back through town, you stop off at the market district, and you get to Complex Curiosos, which is currently being manned by Kelly Parker. He's sitting there and he's working on something. He pours some liquids between 2 flasks, and a little explosion pops up. As the explosion pops up, you see a phoenix rise out of the smoke and fly off into the ceiling, and it slams into the ceiling, and the whole place lights up. He says, "Ah, looking for that. Hello."
Hi. Do you have any magic items? New magic items?
Well, I mean, I suppose it depends on what you're looking for.
Just new magic items.
We've got a great deal of things, but I've been told by my proprietor that we need to make sure to not just offer everything to everyone. Even though I know you're the heroes of Richye and adventurers yourselves, he said magical items come to those who need them. We shouldn't just sell them to anybody and tell everyone what we got.
How are the magical items going to get to the people that need them?
Because
you have
the
them?
idea would be that your need is so great that you explain your need to, say, myself, and then we can find out if we indeed have that magical item.
I need a magical weapon.
You need a what?
Magical weapon.
A magical weapon? Those are hard to come by.
Yes, I know.
Wait, didn't you have a magical weapon?
Yes, but a giant rabbit broke it.
Oh, yes. A giant rabbit. Hmm. Probably a werehair. They're very dangerous. Known to inhabit forests.
So you actually think that they exist? Fantastic. It broke my sword.
Do you see what I just did up there?
I know.
What do you-
but you would expect
There's
the
not a whole
person-
lot.
You expect the person that made the magical sword to be aware that there are other things out there that can destroy it. Magical doesn't matter.
Who made the magical sword?
Julia?
Oh, the Drelleni.
Yeah.
So I've read about the Drellenis. They dabble and work with very rare and exotic things, but they themselves don't necessarily pay much attention to what they do. They're a little simple-minded.
But yes, a werehair broke my sword.
Yeah,
So I
that'll
don't
happen.
need another magical weapon.
So I don't have anything like what you had. Not directly, anyway. Are you looking for a long sword?
Probably.
Well, let's see what we've got here.
I know, but you gotta wait a long time.
You already knew that. Let's get dirty. Go, sit, now. So, I do have one. It's a rather nice sword, but it might be more than you're looking for.
How do you mean?
More expensive. It's 4,000 gold. It's really nice though. I believe it's even more powerful than the one that Julian made.
Could I see the sword?
Sure, he brings out a sword. Make me a d20 roll.
I got 13.
What kind of genasi are you? So he brings out this sword. What does that word mean? There's a word that I don't understand. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Well, I think he understands, right?
So he brings out this sword. It seems as though as he's moving it around that it weighs almost nothing at all. As he holds it out, he takes it and he tings the tip of it on his table, and it just rings. It continues to ring in this very sort of high-pitched but resonating tone. Continues to go for a while. It's really amazing. Can you roll me another d8? Or a d8 this time? And then a d20, then a 12.
4.
So roll me a d8, a d20, a d12. So 4.
D8, D20,
Yep.
4, 17, 11.
He brings out a long tub of water. What was the last one?
11.
Roll me that one again.
3.
Okay. So he brings it out, he sets it over the water, and the sword appears to sort of float down on top of the water, barely touches the surface of it, and just sits there floating on the water. Like it won't go under. It says this sword was made by the genies. So there's genies, ifritis, jinn, and
I thought genies were jinn.
I know, but they're not in this edition.
There's
that's
genies, ifritis, jinn, and one other one I can't remember. And
Oh,
they're all
the merit. There's the Jani. The Jani are the multi-type ones.
Oh.
So these are.
And each one has a different genasi.
Right. Hang on.
Like, O's dad is a jinn.
Don't wake up. Don't do it.
That's why she's
I know you're
doing
gonna wake up. Don't. Okay. It's just-
I don't understand how it makes them move, but it
Yes. So this sword was made for the elemental princes of the Jinn. It was made for a certain commencement ceremony of the coming of age of one of the princes. And as such, it is, as you can see, jewel encrusted and fantastic. There's just like sapphires inlaying the guard of this thing. The pommel is basically just a big diamond, effectively. It says it's extraordinarily hard, this pommel here. So if you were to hit something with it, it's not likely to break. It's very strong. It is very light, such that it will float over water, as you can see here. And it's basically just fabulous. Yeah. It is amazing in that when you go to attack something, it's almost as if the blade wants to hit what you want to hit with it. And it's so thin, so razor sharp that it'll do significantly more damage than your average sword when it finally does hit. Sorry. By the way, Suki's outside.
Yeah, Jerry's out there.
You just happen to have a sword that was made for a jinn prince.
So this is the thing about my proprietor. That's what I'm telling you. Every item will find who it's meant to be wielded by. This was just here.
And there's no way I can meet this guy without finding an artifact.
That's
Okay, you said it was 4,000 gold.
4,000.
Really cool.
What's that? Okay. He hands you the sword. You suddenly feel very saddened that you were having to give up this goal. Like, really sad.
Because
But, yeah. But you have this amazing sword, which itself is just flat out incredible.
does it have a name? Do you know?
I didn't make a name for it.
Sick.
One descriptor for it, the word that I didn't know was diaphanous.
I have no idea how to spell that.
Thus, diaphanous. You could call it diaphanous, I guess.
I know what that word means, but I can't remember it.
Light, delicate, and translucent.
Right? I thought it had something to do with like the ringing quality of the sword, but no.
It is from the Greek dia phenein. Dia means through, and phenein means to show, so it shows through.
Ah, yes.
Diaphanous, 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 diaphanous.
So you can call it whatever you want, but it is half as light as a normal sword, or half as heavy as a normal sword. It floats over water, it won't sink.
Good.
It makes you covetous of gold and gems.
It makes you
Covetous.
Oh.
Makes you want them so bad. And there's a symbol on the handle of the sword that looks surprisingly similar to a symbol you have on a lock around your neck.
That's
Oh shit.
what? Great.
Don't break this one.
Yeah. I'll try not to break this. On my neck. That's creepy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
That dude's dead.
Is he?
I don't think so. I don't know what the devil is. Owen has no idea that he's alive. Where he is.
True. So, there you go. You got your sword.
We can go back to the area.
Yeah, other than I would say we should prepare for the trip, but I'm sure individually and collectively we'll be doing that over the next few days before we can head out.
Oh no, I just realized on a lot of those rolls, like I rolled like 5 or whatever, but I had deficiency in them, so it should have been like a 9. Or should have been treated like a 10.
4 plus your skill.
That's the reliable time.
What's that do?
If I'm proficient in a skill or something and I roll and it's like less than 9 or less, it really counts as a 10.
Wow.
Right?
That's intense. So, a week is gonna pass. I don't know what you guys want to do in a week.
Torak asked me to make him a flotation device.
Like you're gonna build a bridge out of them?
Like,
I think he's developed a fear of water.
I wonder why. Oh, yes.
He died.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Well, you know that you can make balloons effectively. You can make various different types of balloons. And
You should give him 2 large balloons right in his chest to make sure he doesn't
but
sink.
then that would pop. Easy.
Possible. But I'd get to laugh at him.
Attack bonus with sword is 9. Oh,
it's a +2 sword.
oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, there's like reeds or are there reeds on whatever?
Yeah, just reads.
Reeds? That's because there's air.
Yeah. Yeah, basically you need just buoyancy, so you need to find basically sacks of air strapped to them in various ways. We'll get that figured out as you move on toward the boat. Do we want to look at food now? You think for the kids? You already had soup. Do you want more soup?
I could, yeah, I'm sure there's one in there. I actually go to the cops.
So we're pausing.
I think we're pausing. You don't have to do it right now. It's just something that if it comes up, I need you to tell me what happened.
Alright.
I would say that the first attempt at it should be rather basic, but you can expand upon it as time goes by.
You could also expand upon newly Jao'Arr. Like make it more
Okay, so
What you doing?
okay, so a couple of weeks pass. You guys become acclimated to the fact that there's a rather talkative halfling in your midst. Speak a few more times with Richye Salts. He seems fine. Overall, your relationship is starting to become better and better with this person that you're going to be spending a very long time with, which is good. Skieran comes in and out here and there. He's been dealing with some taxidermy things. He's been dealing with Ennitheus's bones, but most importantly, he seems to have been engrossed in a black book, which he sometimes comes out and starts screaming about in a language that none of you understand. He then drops the book to the ground, stamps around it, almost in a dancing fashion, stands up again, picks the book up again, holds it up in the air, holds out a candle, which is mostly burnt, drops it to the ground, shakes his head, and walks away. He does this about once every 3-4 days. Sort of like a
Is it different each time, or is it the same thing?
Seems to be different words each time. The dance is a little different.
Can I see if there's knowledge that I can find black book?
So you look, and you look, and you look, and you look. You cannot find this black book. In fact, when he's not out here doing his weird little, like, screaming in a random language thing, like, you don't even know who this guy is, because he wasn't here when you came into the
Next
man.
time I hear him screaming, then can I just follow?
Yeah. So you follow him, but he goes behind a door that's locked. And then you open the door, I'm assuming, because you can unlock doors. Opening the door, you open it up, and inside there's nothing in this room. It's a blank room. Absolutely nothing in here. He's gone. Just flat out gone.
And like none of us would react.
Right. And it's a literally empty room. There's no furniture. There's nothing in this room.
And I open all the bricks just to make sure.
Nothing. You have no idea what the hell's happening. There's something wrong with this
Can
guy.
I wait there until he comes by?
You wait there for a long time, and then you hear screaming coming. You can wait there for a really, really long time. If you wanted to, you'll eventually get hungry. But you go back and check on it once in a while, and then one day you hear screaming happening again from the center of the house. Heading out there, you see him again, screaming, throwing the book down, dropping the candle.
As he's dropping the candle, I look at the book.
The book is right at his feet the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He's never looking away from it, per se.
I'm just looking over his shoulder, essentially.
So looking at the book, it's just black. It's closed when he drops it to the ground. If
Can
you'd
I
like to try to
draw
go,
it?
can you what?
Draw on it while it's on the ground.
So as you go over toward it, and you start to reach out toward the book, you all of a sudden, your entire world goes like fuzzy, and all you can see is him. His head turns straight at you. He looks straight at you and says, "This isn't for you. You're not supposed to have this. This is the wrong one. Do not touch the book. It's not for you. Shadimlara will not like it." And then you feel literally unable to touch the book. You are drawn backwards from where you were and seated upon the ground.
Can I go rock at it?
No, you actually can't move for a second. He picks the book up, looks at you, smiles, his eyes bleed, and he walks away.
Yay!
Butterflies flying.
Yeah, butterflies sort of like pop into existence around him.
Best exit ever.
Yep.
Curious and curious are.
Yes. So that's what happens with Spearing once in a while. But then, after about 2 weeks pass, Richye Salts has decided that it is time to go. He's gone and prepared the boat, and it's ready for sail. You guys, what's that? Alright, so it's ready for sail. You guys have all prepared everything you need, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And go to leave. As you leave, you haven't heard from Skieran in days. But as you get to the boat, there he is, on the boat, standing there, reading his book. Like nothing's happened. So, getting upon the boat, all of the crew members of Richye Salts' crew, including you, go about preparing the boat for travel, and you head off to the west. I don't know if you guys need to do anything else pretty here before you leave, but go on there. So.
Not that I can think of.
Alright.
I'm assuming that if I needed materials for flotation device during the last week, I could do it for those possible.
Yes, definitely.
I would have provided one for it, so whatever it ends up being.
Okay.
I might get it.
So you head off to the west.
One
Along
way during the week, I would find a way to put fish cuts in, which is not good. What?
He wakes up one day, you're even at the tavern in the morning, drinking because it's fun. He wakes up smelling horrendously. Comes running out there, just yelling about, "Damn hydras! Fish! White!" Ugh. And then he runs off. Takes a shower, comes back out, and when people ask him about
Wood
it,
and metal, so I mean, it's not like it can't be
Look, I
done.
made a hemp chest burger.
Do you need to be
What?
completely white or just partially?
I just would like to be able to not sink.
Yeah.
I mean, but if
That's
it
how she's
immediately,
working.
like
Good job.
if I could just stay aloft for a little bit,
he sits down next to you and says,
so I mean, it's just like
"How are you?"
Better.
What do you mean?
I don't smell
and then
good,
she
but
for it. Also,
So that's where we are. I don't really want to go anymore. I got nothing.
yeah.
This is a rough week.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay. Did you take your Linux test?
Yeah. Well, not again. So I need to take one more